Welcome to this Football Manager 2018 video where I have holidayed 15 years into the future. I've already made two videos, one where I holidayed 5 years and one where I holidayed 10 years into the future. So check those videos out first if you want to look in a bit more detail at those first 10 years. I've also put the save files within those two videos as well. Once again, in the description of this video, I've put the save file for 15 years into the future. So if you want to look at things a bit more in depth, check that out. You may want to play on from this point as well. I guess at this point of the game, it's mainly regens that come in to prominence. Now we will probably see a few regens on this video. They don't currently have the typical regen or new gen faces. They're meant to be called new gens. I call them regens, the old-fashioned way. Yeah, on the beta version of FM18, Sports Interactive have disabled the ability to have regen faces, but they will be out for the full release. I'm guessing they're working on them then, so we'll have to see what they look like this year. Anyway, I've started on this screen looking at the world rankings. You can see Brazil are currently top. Now, after 10 years, England were top by quite a long way looking at the points, but they've dropped off. Their golden generation, I'm assuming, is over. Club reputation wise, there's currently five-star reputation teams. Chelsea, City, Real Madrid, Schalke and Bayern Munich all have 5-star reputation in the world. Lots of 4.5-star reputation teams. As you can see, they're going all the way down to Hoffenheim here. There's a lot of money in football, and there probably will be even more money in football in 2032 where we are now. So we look at turnover. Juventus are top. It was Barcelona. They were at the top by quite a long... What has happened to Barcelona? Where are they? They're all the way down. What has happened to them? £60 million turnover. They've got Ronald Koeman in charge. They're still a 4.5-star rich worldwide team, but they have... Wow. They finished sixth. They haven't won the league since 2022. What on earth has happened to Barcelona? Turnover completely dipped from... It was like 430 million. It's gone down to £60 million. That is crazy. Let's have a look at Ballon d'Or then. In the 10 season into the future video, I did forget to look at the World Team of the Year, so we will have a look at that in a bit more detail in this video. So you can see last 5 years, Moise Kean, the Juventus Italian chap, a real life player, finished first. He won the Ballon d'Or. Dele Alli was third. This is a regen. Carlos Moreno, like I said, there's no faces on the beta. But Dele Alli finishing third at the age of 31. We then saw Carlos Moreno winning it. So he is a very good player, worth £92 million. He's at Man City. Moved from Dortmund for £72 million. Exceptional talent. He is a striker who can play in the attacking midfield roles as well. 76 goals in 94 games for Spain. That's pretty insane. Jeff Collier is another regen. I presume he's a regen anyway. He's 30 years old. He started at Bournemouth, moved to Arsenal, where he's been for his whole career, and he's got 36 goals in 97 games for England from the right wing. And then Abel Navarro, another regen. This is one we're just going to see the dominance of regens. He plays for Spurs. He's an Argentinian. He's moved around a bit. Moved from San Lorenzo to Marseille, then to Schalke on a free. And they made loads of profit, so £83 million before being sold to Tottenham. I suppose he's 31, so he's getting on a bit. Then we saw this chap, Facundo Trejo, win, an Argentinian player who also plays for Man City. Man City tend to snap all the big boys up, as do PSG as well. Mbappe finished third at the age of 31. He's still around then. He's still at PSG at the age of 33. 74 goals in 142 games for France. He's had a sensational career, but it's all about these regens now. Now, Pietro Pellegrini, I believe, is a real player. I don't have the face for him because I'm using the FM17 face packs, and I think he's 16 in real life. Yeah, he would be, 2001. Check him out, snap him up, because he might... I don't know how much he'll cost. He cost Man United 34.5 million, but that was in 2001-22, so you might be able to get him for a relatively cheap price, considering he starts at Genoa as well. But he's an exceptional player, finished second in 2029. Then we saw George, well, I don't know how to really pronounce that, but he's a Brazilian central midfielder, moved to Chelsea and then to PSG for £108 million. Once again, Jeff Collier. Gotta love someone called Jeff. And then Robson, a Brazilian. They're actually top of the world rankings at the moment, aren't they? So they've produced some superb wonder kids as usual. He plays for Real Madrid, who got him on a bargain price, really, £45 million. And lastly, Carlos Moreno once again winning it, the Man City Spaniard. We've still got Moise Kean, a real life player featuring here, and Felice Demicho. Don't know if he's real or regen, but he's got 99 caps and 25 goals for his country. Now, there's 2 other Footballer of the Year awards. I'll just quickly go up and look at them. There's not a huge amount of difference here in the players featuring. Carlos Moreno has managed to win 3 of the last 5, and also World Player of the Year, once again, as you would expect, similar faces in there. But World Team of the Year, now I forgot to look at this last time. If I just go back to, let's say, 2022, I will just skip through. If you want to pause, you can have a look at the names featuring, but Messi was still featuring in 2023, dropped off that list in the following season. Mbappe started to dominate at this point, as you can see there, and Keane as well for Monaco there. Mbappe still up front. We've got Dybala playing behind, Dele Alli in midfield. Finally, Mbappe not on that list. Don't think he's there at all, is he? Moreno up front and Collier, the Arsenal guy. Oh, look, Christensen, Chelsea, the centre-back, and Regani also on there, still at the age in 2028. But by the latter years, oh look, a West Ham player featuring. I want to have a look at that out of curiosity. Valdson, another Brazilian, moved to West Ham for £89 million. They've got a lot of money to spend. That must be a record signing. But I think by this point it is just regens. It must be, surely. But all seasons together, this is the World Team of the Year for the entire save, I suppose. Cristiano Ronaldo is on there. Messi isn't on there, but Mbappe is. Interest. Dele Alli playing behind Moreno. Pogba and De Bruyne in central midfield. We've got real players at the back, but there are a few regens started. Well, Moreno has managed to creep in there, hasn't he? World Cup then. Colombia managed to win the most recent World Cup final. Belgium still haven't managed to win it. I just spotted that they lost the final. If we just go back, just look at the semi-finals. We saw Colombia beat Spain 2-1 and Belgium beat Italy 2-1. Third place playoff, Italy beat Spain 3-2. And then in the final, Colombia beat Belgium 2-1. I can't look at that because it was too long ago. Oh, Belgium have been unlucky, haven't they? I kind of expect them to win multiple World Cups during saves on FM18. I'm sure you'll see Belgium win the World Cup at some point because of their amazing golden generation that they have. But well done to Colombia for winning the most recent World Cup. They're 9th in the world rankings. Their top player plays for Manchester United, Julian Garcia. Very good player. First touch 19. Good mental. Wow, strength 20. For an attacking midfielder as well. It's a bit unusual, isn't it? 20 strength. The Euros then. Most recent winner was Germany. We've got the 2032 tournament coming up very soon. Let's just have a look at that final, or from the semi-final stage onwards. We saw Italy beat France in the semis and Germany beat England before Germany won on extra time against Italy in the final. They are currently 5th in the world rankings. Their top player plays for Manchester City, Roland Adala. Man City must have an insane team. Let's just have a quick look. Diego Simeone is in charge. Donnarumma is still there. He's the captain at the age of 33. It shows how young he is in real life. 174 caps for Italy. If he plays for a few more years, he could get to 200 quite easily, couldn't he? Their key player is Moreno, the guy that's won Ballon d'Or a few times. Champions League then. Oh, Chelsea have started to dominate, as you can see here, this tournament anyway. Chelsea beat PSG in 2028 final, then Schalke won it against Real Madrid. Chelsea then beat Real Madrid, and then they beat Man United, and most recently PSG beat Man City, but real dominance from Chelsea in this competition. Euro Cup wise, wow, dominance from English teams. Look at that. Watford have managed to win it for a second time. Remember, they won the Champions League in 2026. They beat Arsenal. Liverpool then beat West Ham. Burnley then beat Villarreal. Spurs beat Lyon. And Man United beat West Ham. Complete dominance from English teams. Burnley in there. Watford in there. West Ham reaching 3 finals in the last 6 years and still haven't managed to win it. That sucks. There's going to be a lot of people moaning about that in the comments. Whenever I have something that shows English teams dominating, people have a good old moan. And they do tend to dominate. And yeah, I guess you could argue they shouldn't really be dominating like that. Past winners of the Premier League then, you can see Man City won the most recent league title. West Ham have really pushed on and done very well. As you can see that Gillingham got to the Premier League. They've just been relegated. Well done to Gillingham. That is fantastic. But Man City have won the last 3 titles. Chelsea the 2 previous to that. The only shock really so far is West Ham finishing third. That is the biggest surprise in the Premier League. Top goal scorer is Moreno. What a player he is. La Liga then, let's have a look. So Barcelona have just completely dropped off a cliff, but they did finish second this year, so they might be recovering. But you can see they haven't won it since then. It's been Real Madrid dominating, with Atletico Madrid winning a couple of times. But yeah, it's weird what's happened to Barcelona, isn't it? Top goal scorer was an Atletico Madrid player, Thomas Castillo. Ligue 1, PSG have started to come back into prominence. They have shared it with Monaco on this stage. Monaco have actually won more though. Last 5 seasons, Monaco, PSG, PSG, Monaco, PSG. Saint Etienne finished second. Well done to them. I think prior to the start of this, Saint Etienne are the most successful team in France league-wise. I think I'm correct in saying that. Obviously, by now, it's Monaco or PSG, I'm guessing. Top goal scorer was actually a Saint Etienne player this year. Romeo Bruno, or Romeo Bruno, however it's pronounced, hasn't played for Italy, but he top scorer in France, not bad at all. Serie A has finally been won by someone that isn't Juventus. Well, we saw Inter win it before, but Juventus were just dominating. And Napoli have finished second so much, they deserve to win a league title. They finally did. They've won 2 out of the last 3. That's really good to see. Top goal scorer, it's really strange how in this division there's no one scoring more than like 19 goals in a season. Is that like the old school Italian defensive mindedness coming back to prominence possibly? It's a Romanian that was top goal scorer playing for Napoli. Only 11 on finishing, but he can still find the back of the net. And the other league that I have loaded, the only other league, is the German First Division, which has the Bayern Munich dominance has kind of ended. Leipzig have managed to win it 2 out of the last 5 seasons. But Bayern Munich did win the other 3, so they're still a dominating team. But it's good to see a few other teams featuring. Top goal scorer for Dortmund was Romelu Lopez, Portuguese player, 10 goals in 26 games for Portugal. Now, I haven't looked at Scotland yet, so I kind of want to look at the Scottish Premiership. They're 81st in the world rankings, by the way. They've completely dropped off since 2026. Paul Lambert is in charge, but the Ladbrokes Premiership, Celtic have won every single season apart from one season where Rangers managed to end the monopoly. 2025. Well done to Rangers there. They have finished second most of the time, but yeah, Celtic completely dominating this. They don't appear to have a manager at the moment. Their best player is Alan Hodge, who's a Scottish international. Let's just look at Wales to see where they are in the world rankings as well. Need to look at England as well, I suppose. 53rd in the world rankings. Carl Fletcher is in charge. Ben Woodburn is their key player. Plays for Lyon. 118 caps, 52 goals. Wow. So he's a good player. He's obviously very good for his country. Moved from Liverpool to Marseille for £20.5 million. Then back to England, to Arsenal, 38.5. But then moved to PSG, who didn't really play him before moving to Lyon. Really interesting journey for him. So he has turned into a very good player. Not quite up there with the world-class bracket. Although you could argue it, because he's got basically 1 and 2 for his country. And that's quite impressive. He's played for some top teams. England are 8th in the world rankings. They've got Allegri in charge. Jeff Collett is the top player. Ollie Jenkinson plays for Bayern Munich. He's a good player as well. Marcus Rashford still playing at the age of 34. 184 caps for England and 98 goals. Wow. And he still plays for Manchester United. What a player he has been. He's not managed to feature in the top 3 World Player of the Year awards though, but he has had an exceptional career and he is a world-class player. He's just not quite in that top 3 bracket, I suppose. Pretty amazing stuff. You can see the drop-off here from 1st all the way down to 8th recently. They're still a top team though. Northern Ireland, they're 50th in the world. They're better than Scotland, slightly higher than England as well. Their top player plays for Toronto. Andy O'Connor, 23-year-old, 35 caps for Northern Ireland. Bit of an unusual journey for him, but I guess the MLS is improving. And for you Irish guys, I'll just have a look. I mean, I should really look at every single country just to be completely neutral and equal, but I'm just selecting these teams because this is where the majority of my views come from, I suppose. I know there's plenty of you watching from around the world, but just having a look at some of these teams, you can see Ireland's are 65th in the world rankings. Their top player is Jeremy Hallett, who plays for Coruna, 21 caps for his country. USA, we'll give USA a go because I think you guys are my 2nd highest viewership now outside of the United Kingdom. So well done, anyone from America. Hello. You're 28th in the world rankings on this, and your top player does play for Barcelona, Dani Hernandez. Wow, 109 caps for his country. Pulisic is still around, plays for Liverpool. He's 33 now, 180 caps. Wow. I know American players, when they start young, they do tend to get a huge number of caps, don't they? He moved to Spurs for £68 million, then moved to Liverpool for a free when his contract ran out, I suppose. He's had a very good career. Bit slow now though, isn't he? So I think we'll end it there, guys. That is 15 years into the future on Football Manager 2018. I'm still planning on continuing a bit further. I'm not sure how many more videos there will be in this sort of mini series. Like I said in the last video, I will be doing proper experiments when the full game has come out, along with the editor. That has not been released yet, so I can't do proper experiments until then. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Any suggestions, stick them in the comment section below as usual, or tweet me at golden_FM. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, enjoy Football Manager 2018. I'll see you very soon.